morning, and thank you so much for joining us on the Michigan News Channel. I'm Chief Meteorologist Eric Tallman with the Michigan News Channel, Southeast Michigan, Detroit. Thank you once again for joining me this evening for our thunderstorm forecast. It is going to be very, very active for the next several days, and we might have issues of our own that we're going to have to deal with. I'm going to give you a little pieces of information on that, and I'll let you know what we're going to be expecting within the next couple of days. So we're going to explain what's going to happen currently right now. These are actually computer models of thunderstorm outlook for April the 26th, 2007 at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So let's go ahead and view the map and show you what's going on. We're going to go ahead and go like this. We'll just view the camera and zoom in a little bit and tell you what's going on so I can pinpoint where everything's at. So we're going to go ahead and do all of the thunderstorm outlook, so then that way you guys are specifically aware of what's going on and how to prepare for it. We'll explain that in another video, but let's talk about the weather currently. So this is what we do expect that will happen. In the lighter green, this is generally meaning that they will be thunderstorms that are going to develop. A good wide range of the Midwest. I'm going to show you this. The thunderstorm development goes all the way from this part of the Midwest, and it does continue all the way to the western part of the Midwest. So that's going to be quite interesting. But the main focus, once again, is going to be our concern is going to be severe weather in the Midwest. So where I'm pointing to you is actually darker green. That is category, and that means multiple risk for severe weather, and that also extends over in this area as well. Slight risk of severe weather, we'll keep an eye on that, and if it does get upgraded, we most definitely will bring that to you. So Category 1 for multiple risk of severe weather, and then Category 2 for slight risk of severe weather. So that's what's happening for that day. We'll kind of roll on with the next couple of days, so please stay tuned, and I will have the next update coming up. We'll be back. And thank you so much for joining us once again. This is Chief Meteorologist Eric Tallman with the Michigan News Channel for Southeast Michigan, Detroit. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Let's go ahead and talk about the thunderstorm situation, and then we've got more severe weather that's going to be a problem, so we'll be watching that very closely. It's going to be quite interesting. We'll talk about that in just a moment, so bear with me for a minute, and let's talk about what's happening over here. Just some generalized thunderstorms, non-severe. We're not expecting any severe weather over in this area, so if there's a good area of thunderstorms that will develop over in this section over here of those parts of the Midwest. We'll watch that as well. We're going to go ahead and turn pages here, so get ready to spin the wheel once again. We've got area of concern of severe weather. Let's talk about that right now, and I forgot to tell you that these are actually computer models for April the 27th, 2017 at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I do apologize for that. So the concern is for that day, we are going to be Category 1, 2, and 3. That doesn't pertain to us. So Category 1 is isolated severe thunderstorms for this section in the darker green. Slight risk of severe weather, that is Category 2, slight. But then the enhanced risk is Category 3. So in the next part of our video, we'll explain to you what all of those categories mean for severe weather. Generalized thunderstorms in the lighter green will develop across the Midwest in upper Michigan, and then for all of Michigan. But when we turn the pages around, that's going to be another story. Stay with us, and I'm going to tell you where the severe weather is going after that. And then I'll tell you more about severe weather safety later on this afternoon, so we're giving you a heads up of what's to be expected. We'll be right back. thank you so much for joining me once again. This is Eric Tolman, meteorologist, Southeast Florida, Michigan. Just wanted to tell you, we're going to have problems of our own, so we'll just tell you right now there's going to be general thunderstorms along parts of the Midwest in the lighter green. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here, and these are actually models for April the 28th, 2007 at 8 o'clock. And this, we don't know the timing of this, so we'll kind of monitor it and track it as it does come across and develop across the Midwest. But there is a good line of areas that are going to be seeing thunderstorm activity. So this part of the Midwest extends all the way across the Midwest and the Northeast. So we'll be watching that as well. There is going to be a concern of our own. Severe weather is going to be another possibility all over again. We had severe weather last week. Well, we'll be dealing with it again in southeast Michigan and parts of upper Michigan and the upper peninsula. We'll be dealing with that. We're going to go ahead and zoom in so everybody can see what the situation is going to be. So multiple risk, isolated severe thunderstorms are not out of the question. That is going to be the possibility. So once again, multiple risk of severe weather will be the catch for us in southeast lower Michigan. I most definitely will be keeping an eye on that if it does get upgraded to a different category number. We'll explain that more later. So category 1, isolated severe storms are not out of the question. I'll know more when we get closer to that day, so we'll have our eyes and ears on that. So do prepare for the possibility of severe weather coming up, and I'm going to tell you what day that is in the extended forecast. So if anything does change, we'll let you know. But that's the very latest that I have on the severe weather threat. But it is springtime, and like Channel 7 Action News WXYZ Detroit did indicate when they were talking about severe weather awareness week that severe weather can happen anytime. So that is why I'm giving you the heads up of what is going to happen. So I'll have more later on in the later part of the day, but I'm giving you heads up of the thunderstorm action that we're going to be dealing with all for the next couple of days. So this goes from Wednesday to Thursday and Thursday night, I believe. So I think I only get a 2-day outlook or whatever. I'm not quite sure. I got to learn these different models and things. So that's not really part of what we're talking about. But we'll see you later on during the day, and then we'll have your extended forecast tonight around 5 and 6. So come back and join me then. This is meteorologist Eric Tolman with Southeast Michigan channel, and as I'm also going to be on Twitter as well, so you can also find the reports on different media sites, and we'll give you a list of those later on when I see you. Everyone have a great day, awesome day. Let's enjoy very warm temperatures. I'm going to tell you, I believe we have a day where we're going to have 80 degrees, and I'll tell you what day that's going to hit, so that's going to be exciting. We'll tell you about the warm weather, when that is going to stick around, and for how long before the stormy stuff starts to roll in across the Midwest. We'll see you tonight.